What's going on, guys? So today we'll be talking about a controller that I have used for almost over a year now, but with the recent update, it has now became the best controller for console gaming that you can possibly have. There's a few downsides, one being that it's on Xbox only and a couple others, but there's workarounds for that. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. So today I'll be talking about the Game G7 SE controller, the GameSure Nexus software. So when you guys hop into the software, let's just talk about how good this software actually is for what it is. There's a few things about this controller you guys need to know. So let's go ahead and talk about them real quick. You guys look on the bottom left hand of your screen. I will show you guys this controller. It does have two back buttons, left and right. It has a lock button so you guys can lock these buttons so you don't accidentally press them. It does not have hair triggers per se, but I'm going to show you guys some software. You can make them like this, but it's regular triggers like an Xbox controller. But the biggest benefit for this controller right here is going to be Hall effect joysticks for number one. So no stick drift. And if it does get stick drift, it's going to take a very long time. And let's go ahead and tell you the real reason why you guys are watching this. And that's going to be right here. The report rate at 1000 hertz, 250 hertz is what is the standard pull rate for PlayStation controllers and for Xbox controllers. Now, I really do think that the standard Xbox controller might actually be 250, where the PlayStation controller might be like 200 or less, because for some reason, at least with MLB The Show, it is easier to catch up to outlier fastballs on the Xbox than it is on the PlayStation, as long as you guys are using like aftermarket controllers on Xbox. The standard controller, not so much, especially with pinpoint, it messes up a lot. A GameSure controller or some other controllers out there that people have been using, those controllers for some reason work really well with MLB The Show. You can catch up the fastballs, feel early on them, but on PlayStation, the timing windows are just different because the response time on the controllers is just worse for some reason. Don't know why. But on top of Xbox already having an advantage over PlayStation when it comes to MLB The Show, at least, now you can change it to 1000 hertz, and now it's 4 times faster than it was before and a lot faster than PlayStation. And this works across all games. So Warzone, Apex, Fortnite, MLB, any game that you rely on input and response time, this controller is significantly going to be better, approximately 4 times better than any other controller on the Xbox. This includes the Elite controller, even the Series 2, because it's still going to be locked at the 250 hertz. Now, the Elite will have trigger stops and stuff like that that make the controller more usable, friendly for like shooters. However, this controller with 2 paddles, 2 buttons, and if you configure it properly, which we're going to talk about right now with the sticks and with the triggers, it does not matter if you have trigger stops or not. You can still make it look like it or feel like it does. And what you're going to do with this controller, I'm going to show you guys right here. I'll keep the controller in my hand just so you guys see it. It's on MLB, so this is my left stick. But if we go up to the top to the sticks, so if you want to have like less range of motion, like for instance, you want to get to 100% without pushing your controller all the way over, right? You see how much I have to go over to hit 100% right there, right? So what I can do is I can change the max on this. So I click on it and I change the max on it. Obviously, if you change it, that means your PCI and everything's going to feel much faster now. So you're going to have to get used to it. But now when you go down to test it, now I get to 100% like right here. Look at that. I can still move over more, but I get to like 100%, like right there with still more movement. And that's at around like 60, 70%. So meaning, and you can do the same thing with the triggers, which is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and check out the triggers up at the top, and you can do the same thing. So they all have hair triggers. Hair trigger mode disables the analog input and converts the trigger into a digital quick pull, best with FPS and action games. So before, let's take a look. Before, I have to go like this, all the way down. I'm at 255 right now, all the way down right here. All the way down. I can't go down anymore. It's at 255. If I turn on hair trigger, though, it definitely has hair triggers without having hair triggers, if that makes sense. See how it registers it at 255 right away? There's your hair trigger. You can also do the same thing, max it out. You can just move this all the way over, and it's going to hit that mark a lot faster anyway. So if I was to do that and then turn hair trigger off, see how much faster I get to 250 without having to go all the way down. See, this time I'm not all the way down. I'm right around there. Still can go down more, see? And then with hair trigger on, it's almost instant. Boom. Okay, so those are like some of the settings you can use in the game to actually improve the controller, and make it better than what it is stock. You gotta change the hertz on it. Make sure you guys update the controller if you guys do decide to get it. I did have to update my controller. Like I said, I've had this controller for over a year and did not know they had an update a couple months ago adding this report rate that you could actually up it to 1000 hertz. I've been using it since, and I could tell getting to the ball with my PCI is not the greatest right now because it's faster response time. So it's a different, like, learning the muscle memory of getting to the PCI, but my timing's feeling better. Everything like that's feeling really good. And I just wanted to show you guys that. Let's see if I can go to like custom practice and like show you guys some of those settings actually in effect. So let's just go over here and we'll change some of those settings and see if I can show you guys and see if you guys can see the difference in the movement of my PCI when I have it set at like 50 or 60 versus 100. I figured like you should be able to, but maybe it's hard to tell on camera if I can or not. So we're gonna test this out. This is gonna be on Legend. Obviously I'm still learning this controller, especially with the new settings. So we're just gonna go ahead back over here. You can open up this game app even when you're in game. It's not gonna mess anything up. And we're gonna see how much this PCI moves. See how much it moves right now? Moves a little bit right now when I'm just barely touching it. If I go all the way, I'm getting like right here. All right. So now if we go all the way up, all the way down, see where it's at. So it takes us around, boom, right there. And then we're at the corner. Okay, right there. Come on, show us again. Right there. You guys see that? Right there. I'm also using purple precision rings, so lowering it actually might benefit me in the long run. It's just a matter of getting used to it. So if we go to profile, we config this profile, and we're going to go up over on the sticks, and we are going to change the max, and we want to change the max to, let's say, like 6 or 65. Change the max. So now when we go back to the game, now look where we're at. Boom. Barely moved it. You guys notice that now? Barely moved it all the way over here already. I just barely touched it. So like basically learning that type of stuff is to be kind of crazy. Okay, don't throw me a fastball. It's okay. Don't throw me a fastball. But you see how I just barely touch it? And now I'm way over here now. So like stuff like that could actually help your game if you get used to it. And I think that's something I'm practicing for MLB The Show 24. I kind of want to get used to that. But this is a controller that I've been using for a very long time. I'm not sponsored by them. I do have like a link on my TikTok so that if you guys purchase one through my TikTok shop, it does help support me. It does support me, but I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me to make this video. It is basically just an info video I wanted to give out to you guys that could help your game in MLB The Show, Fortnite, Apex, Call of Duty. If you guys are playing on Xbox, this is a controller I would recommend for that, simply because you can overclock it and it's going to give you a significant advantage over people that do not have this controller with that 1000 hertz refresh rate. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn those post notifications on so you guys know when every video goes live. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.